Kia ora, Paul Sutton here from Project Results and Non-Such Training, coming to you from Wellington, New Zealand. I want to talk to you about better business cases, guidance and training. It's great to be able to do this, brought to you by APMG International, who's the certification body for this approach. The thing about better business cases is it's about setting up projects and programs for success. So we're going to talk about the types of things that you will cover in the course. So better business cases is driven by the fact that huge sums of money are invested in projects, and typically these are acting as a catalyst for change. There is a high risk of failure if we don't choose the right approach and don't set things up correctly. In particular, in the public sector, there is a high amount of taxpayer funds which are at stake. In particular, if we are building a long-lasting public asset, say, for instance, a wastewater treatment plant, a hospital, a stadium, they're going to last 50 years perhaps. The cost of this asset is going over its life is going to far exceed the build cost, maybe 5 times, maybe more. And so it's really important that this asset optimizes the value. It produces the best value for the taxpayer for the money that's invested. And so what Better Business Cases does is it looks through a range of options and chooses the option which optimizes the value. And it's a process which can be scrutinized to make sure that we have followed a good structure. Better Business Cases is based on actually 4 books of guidance: project business case guidance and a program business case guidance. The project and program business case guidance is divided into 2, one an international version and the other is a UK version. So those of you who are in the UK will do the UK versions, and those of us who are in other parts of the world will use the international version. Another key set of guidance is the HM Treasury Green Book, which is how to appraise policies, programs and projects. That will be used if you're in the UK. If you are in other parts of the world, there will be local guidance which you have to use as well, but it still provides a great reference material. The key examination, however, is about the guide to developing the project business case and the guide to developing the program business case. Better Business Case is based on a 5-case model: the strategic case, the economic case, the commercial case, the financial case, and the management case. The strategic case asks the question, do we have a compelling case for change? Is this a strategically good choice or option? Is there a strategy? Is it in line with our strategy? Is it supported by strategy? And this can be at a variety of levels: the local level and the country level. The economic case looks at different options, starting from a long list and then a short list and then a preferred option, and then says, does that investment optimize value for money? Is there a positive return on investment? The economic case asks the question, is there someone out there who can actually deliver it, and is it commercially viable? And you need to think about the commercial market and whether or not they're able to deliver this deal at a price which is affordable. In smaller countries like Aotearoa, New Zealand here, we often have to think about whether or not we do have local suppliers and whether or not we need to look internally as well. And these are the things we need to consider. The financial case asks the question, can we afford it? And can we afford it over the life of the spend? Is it affordable to us? Do we have the funding? Can we do it in a way which is solvent and is not going to drag us under? The management case says, can we deliver it successfully with the capabilities we've got in terms of project management? Have we got the strength of project and program management? Have we got the change management structures in place to deliver it successfully? If all of those questions are answered positively, then we've got a good business case. If they're not, we need to look at other options that can be done or abandon it. So the philosophy of the 5 case model is about optimizing value, and in the case of the public sector, optimizing public value. The idea behind the business cases is that the commissioning agency is responsible for them. We may use consultants, but the advantage of doing this training, if you are working in a government entity, that you will understand what's being done and you will be able to manage your professionals. One of the things we do in Better Business Cases is set SMART objectives so we know exactly what we're trying to achieve. We talk about a range of potential options, including do minimum and do nothing. Do nothing provides a baseline. Do minimum might provide a sweet spot of being able to put in a smaller investment but get a good return, and talks about the arrangements for how we're going to actually deliver the proposal. There's been a survey which asked individuals, did they agree that the Better Business Cases training boosted their ability? 98% said they did. That's pretty impressive. And one of the things Better Business Cases is going to do is make sure that you develop a transparent and objective and evidence-based appraisal. So there's going to be a good audit trail that you've made an optimal decision. If you are efficient and understand the approach and own it as an organization, you're going to reduce unnecessary spending and consultancy costs. We're going to make sure we optimize value by not building something we don't need. We're going to develop people's skills because we'll build the business case capability in-house rather than necessarily outsourcing it all. And also stopping initiatives which are suboptimal from proceeding and therefore wasting public money. Better Business Cases has 2 levels of certification. The first level is Foundation. It's a 2 to 3 day course. Here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we run it as a 2-day course. It covers the basic curriculum, you understand the theory, and you sit a multi-choice examination. You can then choose at any time to go on to Practitioner. We do it for 2 days. It delves deeper into an understanding and interpretation of the approach, and it's got a longer, more complicated exam. If you do want to know more, you can have a look on the APMG website. You can also look up the UK government because a lot of the guidance is readily available. In fact, the key guidance is actually a public document, so you don't have to buy it. You can also look me up on LinkedIn, send me a message, and I'll be happy to have a chat. Goodbye, ka kite ono.